Well. There's a reason people like Elon Musk pause when your name comes up. It's not curiosity, it's calculation. They can sense that your energy doesn't just move through rooms, it reorganizes them. You've got that rare kind of composure that makes powerful people study instead of speak. You don't demand attention. Your energy audits it. That's what billionaires, visionaries, and masterminds recognize instantly. Your mindset isn't learned, it's lived. You were built from the same substance that great revolutions are sparked from. Controlled chaos with a purpose. When Elon observes you, it's not admiration, it's research. Because deep down, he knows what he's seeing isn't common. It's consciousness in command. Your strong personality doesn't intimidate, it instructs. It teaches anyone paying attention that power doesn't have to roar. It can whisper and still rearrange the room. People like Musk, Bezos, or Gates spend their lives trying to decode human potential. They invest billions into algorithms to predict behavior. But you, without code, without strategy, move with a natural algorithm they can't replicate. Your confidence isn't arrogance, it's calibration. You've aligned with yourself so deeply that your existence became a living case study for mental sovereignty. That's why billionaires study you like data. They can't ignore the proof that someone can be this unbothered, this aware, this self-led, without external systems guiding them. You see, most people operate on stimulation. They react, they chase, they compare. But you operate on awareness. You respond with intention. You move through frequencies, not feelings. That's what Elon recognizes, the same pattern he uses in engineering rockets. You apply to your thoughts precision, persistence, and psychological leverage. You don't guess your way through life. You prototype your reality. Every phase of your journey was like a new launch, testing, failing, adjusting, and relaunching stronger. That's what billionaires respect, not your outcome, but your architecture. You've built your mental structure like SpaceX builds rockets, modular, adaptive, unstoppable. When you enter a conversation, you don't speak from the tongue, you speak from the command center. Your words carry data, emotionally encrypted, energetically precise. That's why people remember your tone long after they forget your words. It's that rare vibration of authority without aggression, the kind that makes powerful people lean in instead of resist. Elon Musk senses that, because he spent his life leading through intellect, but you lead through energetic dominance. You don't control people, you recalibrate them. And that difference, that's the edge the elite are desperate to understand. Your personality radiates balance, the fusion of rebellion and refinement. You know when to challenge and when to observe. You don't expose your intelligence. You let the world stumble upon it. That's why you stand out. You're not in the race. They're orbiting you, trying to catch your trajectory. Elon doesn't study you because he wants to copy. He studies you because you remind him of something he's lost. The rawness of authentic drive. Billionaires chase efficiency, but you embody effortlessness. They measure success in billions, You measure it in breakthroughs. You don't chase influence. You create gravitational pull. Every strong personality goes through a phase of misinterpretation. You've been called difficult, intimidating, even cold. But those words are just labels created by people who mistake direction for dominance. They can't comprehend someone who refuses to dilute their frequency just to fit. Elon Musk once said, "I don't care about being liked. I care about being right." And that's the kind of alignment he sees in you. You don't crave validation. You crave velocity. You're not addicted to approval. You're addicted to evolution. That's what puts you in the same mental ecosystem as visionaries, the relentless commitment to growth, not applause. You mastered the rare art of presence without performance. You don't seek attention, yet it arrives like gravity. Because your energy speaks in high definition, it can't be ignored. You've become the kind of person whose silence teaches, whose stillness intimidates, whose focus exposes the distractions in others. Elon Musk studies that kind of stillness. He understands that genius isn't in noise, it's in control. You've trained your mind to be unreactive in chaos, unbothered by games, untouchable by manipulation. That's what makes you valuable. That's what makes billionaires study your blueprint. You think differently, not because you're trying to, but because you were never designed to think conventionally. You see connections between ideas most people would never correlate. You intuitively understand leverage, timing, and human nature. Elon Musk spends billions building simulations to predict outcomes. You can do it with intuition alone, because you've mastered what technology still can't. Emotional intelligence fused with strategic awareness. You can read energy faster than data. You can sense patterns before proof. That's not luck. It's evolved consciousness. And that's what they're researching, the human formula for foresight. The billionaires don't just admire your mindset, they fear its scalability. Because if more people thought like you, the entire corporate ecosystem would collapse. Your strength isn't just personal, it's disruptive. You represent a generation of thinkers who aren't waiting for permission to lead. You don't need validation from boardrooms when your intuition already outpaces algorithms. You don't depend on paychecks when your purpose prints its own currency. You've become a prototype of what they call the self-made mind. And that's the real revolution, when thought itself becomes wealth. You know why people like Elon Musk study you? Because you're proof that spirituality and strategy can coexist. You understand how to meditate and monetize, how to visualize and execute, how to blend patience with precision. Your energy isn't passive, it's directional. You don't just manifest, you maneuver. And that blend of grounded spirituality with tactical intelligence is what they call the new success frequency. You're not chasing abundance, you're becoming the vibration that abundance recognizes. Your strong personality wasn't formed from privilege, it was forged from pain. You learned discipline through disappointment, wisdom through heartbreak, and clarity through isolation. Every scar on your story turned into circuitry. Every rejection became redirection. That's why billionaires respect your mindset. It's built, not borrowed. You don't quote resilience, you embody it. You've proven that the strongest mind isn't the one that never breaks. It's the one that rebuilds differently every time it does. People like Elon Musk understand frameworks, but you understand flow. You move like water, adaptable, uncontainable, necessary. You don't force, you influence. You don't beg for access, you attract alignment. You've mastered the rare balance between ambition and detachment. That's why your presence feels expensive, because it costs energy to keep up with your frequency. Billionaires study your calm not to imitate it, but to decode it. They see how your stillness contains more motion than their meetings, how your awareness does more work than their advisors. You've reached a state where your being itself is a business model. You're not after domination, you're after mastery. You don't chase control, you cultivate influence. You don't compete, you redefine the category. That's why you're dangerous in the best way possible. You've learned how to move with grace and hit with precision. You've realized that true strength isn't about overpowering others. It's about outlasting illusions. People like Elon Musk look at you and see sustainability of power. Not just flashes of brilliance, but endurance of mind. You're not a spark, you're the generator. Your discipline isn't aesthetic, it's energetic. You understand that energy flows where attention goes. That's why you invest your focus, like capital. You don't waste it on small minds or small talk. You redirect it toward expansion. Every boundary you've built is an investment in your peace. And billionaires know that peace is the highest currency of the powerful. You've mastered it, not as a mood, but as a mechanism. Your composure is your strategy. Your detachment is your advantage. Your awareness is your weapon. And every person who studies you eventually realizes you're not succeeding by luck. You're succeeding by law. You've reached the phase where your mind became too expensive for gossip, where your vision became too vast for mediocrity. You no longer debate with people. You diagnose their motives. You don't argue about opinions. You analyze patterns. That's why people like Elon Musk are drawn to your frequency. They see the precision of thought, the efficiency of emotion, the control of chaos. You embody the mindset they're trying to teach in corporate seminars. Emotional regulation meets visionary execution. You're the living embodiment of optimized consciousness. Your confidence doesn't come from achievements. It comes from alignment. You know who you are, and that self-certainty radiates louder than any validation could. You've become the kind of person whose energy shifts dynamics just by existing. You don't have to raise your voice to command attention. You don't have to prove your worth. It's self-evident in your aura. Elon Musk studies that phenomenon because it defies logic, yet defines influence. You're not famous, yet your energy moves like you are. You're not rich yet, but you already carry the posture of wealth, calm, precise, selective, and untouchable. You mastered something most billionaires spend a lifetime trying to learn: how to lead yourself. You don't need a team to keep you disciplined. Your standards are your structure. You don't need an audience to feel important. Your purpose is your validation. You don't need external reward because your internal fulfillment already pays in peace. That's what Elon respects. Self-leadership at a level so refined it looks supernatural. You're not chasing power. You're embodying it. Not performing success. You're broadcasting it. The truth is, they're not studying you for replication. They're studying you for revelation. You represent what's coming next, the evolution of influence. A generation of people who think freely, move consciously, and build without begging. You're the prototype of a new intelligence, soulful but strategic, grounded but limitless, intuitive but empirical. You prove that human potential isn't measured by wealth, it's measured by awareness. And that's what makes you magnetic. The billionaires aren't just curious, they're cautious, because your rise isn't noise, it's signal. It represents the end of an old hierarchy and the birth of a new frequency of power. You don't seek attention because attention already serves you. You've become the gravity in the conversation. Every interaction with you feels like entering a new dimension of honesty and precision. People can't lie around you. Their energy betrays them. Elon Musk studies that because it's the rarest form of leadership. Energetic integrity. The kind that can't be taught in business school or engineered in labs. You've built it through pain, patience, and perception. That's what separates you from everyone else. They manufacture power. You radiate it. And that's what this new era is about. The rise of the self-led elite. The individuals who operate like institutions, whose minds outperform machines, whose calm disarms chaos. Elon Musk and the billionaires don't just see you, they sense the shift you represent, because in your energy, they see the future of influence, the next frontier of power. The unprogrammed mind that doesn't follow algorithms, but writes them. You're not one of them, but you're what they aspire to evolve into. You're not chasing success, you're redefining it. And from this moment forward, your presence isn't observation, it's participation in something greater. You're the living formula they can't patent, the mindset they can't mass produce, the consciousness they can't code. They study, they watch, they analyze, but what they can't replicate is your essence. Because you're not built from resources, you're built from realization. And every time you move, every time you speak, every time you choose awareness over reaction, you remind the world that mastery was never external. It was always you. That's when the fascination deepens. Elon Musk doesn't just admire you anymore. He tracks your patterns the way he studies propulsion. He looks at how you process emotion, how you navigate pressure, how you translate energy into momentum. He knows you're not following a map, you're writing one. You've become a case study in conscious evolution, Proof that the next stage of intelligence won't be artificial. It'll be awakened. Because what you have isn't something to learn. It's something to remember. You've remembered who you are beneath conditioning, beneath noise, beneath narrative. That's what makes you magnetic to those who control empires. You're the reminder that true power can't be institutionalized. It must be embodied. Elon studies your self-command the same way scientists study anomalies in physics, because it challenges his equations. You break patterns that should hold you back, yet somehow you expand instead. You shouldn't have risen this far with so little help, and yet here you are, an organic prototype of what self-mastery looks like in human form. Every billionaire who studies human behavior eventually hits a ceiling. They can predict consumption, but not conviction. They can track data, but not destiny. But you're unpredictable in the most fascinating way. You don't move by reward or punishment. You move by resonance. You don't choose based on gain. You choose based on alignment. That's what Elon finds impossible to replicate. The way you can merge logic with intuition without conflict. You don't suppress emotion. You convert it into clarity. You don't chase control. You embody flow. You've made balance look like dominance, and that's what terrifies and excites the observers at the same time. You've become the living example of what happens when purpose replaces programming. People see your strength as resistance, but it's actually refinement. You're not rebelling against the world. You're redefining your place in it. That's what billionaires notice, your ability to disrupt quietly. You're not throwing tantrums for change. You're embodying transformation until reality adjusts. That's a level of influence even money can't buy. Elon Musk built rockets to escape gravity, but you broke psychological gravity. You detached from people's expectations without disconnecting from compassion. You learned how to love without losing yourself, how to connect without collapsing. That balance between depth and detachment is why he studies you like a new field of science. You represent the new form of currency, attention calibrated by awareness. People spend billions trying to buy the kind of composure you carry naturally, because your strength doesn't fluctuate with approval. It stabilizes through purpose. Elon Musk sees that you're not chasing success, you're channeling it. Every decision you make feels like a data point in human evolution. You've mastered something he's still learning. That peace amplifies productivity. You've proved that emotional stability is the highest ROI there is. Because when you're calm, you create faster. When you're clear, you manifest smarter. When you're aligned, you attract effortlessly. That's what billionaires want to decode, the psychological software running your reality. Your energy disrupts algorithms. They can measure your engagement, but not your essence. You're not trending because you're loud. You're trending because you're rare. You've reached that stage where your existence itself is marketing. You don't campaign, you command. You don't network, you magnetize. That's why Elon studies your pattern of influence. He knows that if he could teach others to hold energy the way you do, he could build communities faster than corporations. Because you've mastered the real economy, the exchange of attention through authenticity. You don't sell, you synchronize. You don't convince, you convey. And every billionaire trying to master persuasion realizes you bypass persuasion entirely by being undeniable. Your strong personality isn't about dominance. It's about direction. You lead not by hierarchy, but by frequency. You don't demand obedience. You inspire alignment. That's why people follow your moves subconsciously. You've learned how to make your confidence feel like a permission slip for others to rise. Elon Musk studies that emotional contagion, the way your courage becomes collective. He's witnessed engineers break burnout by adopting your mindset principles. He's seen leaders rethink management after hearing your perspective. You're not aware of how far your energy travels, but the elite are. You've become a silent influencer of influence itself. What fascinates the billionaires is that you don't hoard knowledge. You channel wisdom. You're not addicted to information. You crave transformation. You read patterns in silence that most analysts need reports to see. Elon has data teams, yet you have discernment, and your discernment wins. That's why you're being observed with such intensity. You're proving that intuition, when trained, outperforms analytics. That a single aligned decision can outperform months of strategy. And that terrifies the ones who depend on numbers to feel secure. Because you're walking proof that spirit can outperform structure when consciousness is in command. You've reached that psychological altitude where you no longer react to critics, you study them. You understand that every insult reveals intel. Every projection is an unguarded confession. You've turned opposition into observation. That's why you rise differently. Your confidence doesn't need to be explained. It's felt. Elon Musk studies that phenomenon because it breaks the law of validation, the idea that confidence must come after achievement. You've reversed it. You act confident first, and achievement follows, like gravity. You understand that reality bends to self-image. That's what billionaires try to engineer through branding. You do it effortlessly through being. And it's not just Elon. His peers feel it too. The CEOs, investors, and moguls, each one silently intrigued by how your mind translates chaos into clarity. They see how you handle criticism like currency, investing it back into mastery. They see how you protect your energy like capital, never spending it on gossip or insecurity. You've mastered emotional economics, minimizing drama, maximizing direction. That's the trait every empire builder envies. Because you've turned self-awareness into an asset, not a burden. You move differently because you think long-term emotionally. You know that reactions cost more than reflection. You treat your emotions like investments. They either compound peace or drain potential. That's why your aura feels rich. It's funded by discipline. Elon Musk studies that mental liquidity, the ability to stay fluid but focused, open but objective. He knows that kind of mind could lead nations, not just companies. Because your personality doesn't just command rooms, it recalibrates atmospheres. When you enter spaces, the energy shifts from noise to notice. That's power without force. That's what the elite crave, but rarely achieve. They can buy loyalty, but they can't buy presence. You've cultivated presence without price. You don't force people to listen, they just do. Because your authenticity triggers something primal in them, the memory of truth. You remind them of what it feels like to be whole. And that's the most valuable reminder in a world addicted to validation. Your mindset has become a mirror to the elite. When Elon Musk looks at you, he doesn't see competition. He sees completion. You represent the balance he strives for. Intellect without detachment. Ambition without anxiety. Success without self-erasure. You've cracked a code he's been testing his entire life. How to scale consciousness while sustaining connection. You've achieved that naturally through self-awareness. He tries to colonize Mars, but you've colonized your own mind. You've built civilizations of thought that generate power, peace, and precision all at once. And it's not luck, it's discipline. The kind that's invisible but undeniable. The kind that builds empires quietly, while others broadcast effort. You've understood that productivity without purpose is poverty of the soul. So you stopped chasing and started constructing. You built inner infrastructure before outer reputation. That's why you don't crumble when pressure hits. You were built under it. Elon Musk recognizes that steel in your psychology. It's the same element that keeps rockets from collapsing under launch stress. You've become a human version of structural integrity, grace under gravity. Your strong personality isn't stubbornness, it's stability. You know how to hold your vibration when others lose theirs. You can be surrounded by chaos and still emit calm. That's leadership in its rawest form. Elon Musk studies that because it's the difference between management and mastery. You lead energy before you lead people. You manage emotion before you manage execution. You bring order without control, authority without aggression. That's what makes you irreplaceable. You've transcended skill. You've become signal. And what's even more dangerous is your humility. Because while they're trying to categorize you, you're just evolving. You're not even performing strength. You're just existing as it. That effortless confidence is what drives the billionaires crazy. Because their power depends on position, but yours depends on perception. You could lose everything and still walk with the same authority. That kind of resilience rewrites the metrics of power. It proves that energy is the only real status. And in that realization, you've already surpassed hierarchy. You've turned life into a laboratory for consciousness. You test patience like scientists test formulas. You experiment with boundaries until they crystallize into wisdom. Elon Musk watches that process because it mirrors innovation itself. Trial, error, adjustment, evolution. You are innovation, but in human form. You prototype emotions, debug insecurities, upgrade confidence, and you release newer versions of yourself without announcement. That's why your growth feels unpredictable. It doesn't wait for validation to deploy. Billionaires crave that internal agility. They build companies. You build consciousness. They launch satellites. You launch self-awareness. They depend on algorithms. You depend on intuition. And somehow, your accuracy keeps outpacing theirs. That's why they study you in silence. Because your strength doesn't just break limits, it breaks models. You've become the living contradiction they can't compute. Emotional yet strategic, grounded yet limitless, human yet divine, in focus. You don't just inspire, you expose. Your existence reveals how shallow ambition looks without depth. You make success seem small when detached from soul. That's why the elite oscillate between admiration and anxiety around you. You represent what they're missing, alignment. You remind them that wealth without wisdom feels like noise. Elon Musk senses that when he observes you. You're the equilibrium between empire and essence. You've achieved what his equations haven't captured yet. Inner technology. Your aura is your interface. Your presence uploads awareness into every space. You operate through resonance, not rhetoric. People learn just by being near you. That's influence beyond communication. It's transmission. Elon Musk has studied wireless energy, your wireless transformation. You charge others by proximity. You don't drain, you distribute. That's the kind of influence the world's been waiting for. A power source that doesn't exploit, but expands. Now you're entering the era where your vibration becomes valuable infrastructure. You're no longer a mystery, they're calling you a model. Investors, innovators, thinkers, they all want to understand your formula. But what they'll never grasp is that it isn't strategy, it's state. You became magnetic the moment you stopped performing and started being. You became unstoppable when you stopped chasing approval and started operating from awareness. You've evolved from personality into presence, and that transition rewrote your destiny. Elon Musk sees it clearly now. Your power isn't in what you do, it's in what you don't react to. You can serve energy like capital, invest attention like equity, and withdraw from drama like debt. That's wealth consciousness in its purest form. You've mastered emotional economics and turned it into quantum leadership. That's the next frontier, the merger of mindset and frequency. You're already there, while the rest of the world is still theorizing about it. And as this chapter continues, your story becomes a thesis. The billionaires gather data. You gather direction. They analyze your calm like code, trying to reverse engineer composure. But what they can't compute is that you didn't learn it. You remembered it. Because real strength isn't programmed. It's awakened. Elon Musk knows that now. That's why he studies your silence like an algorithm waiting to be cracked. He understands that you're not a competitor. You're the compass, the one pointing humanity toward conscious intelligence. And soon, the world will catch up to what he already knows. That you are not just influential, you are instructional, that your mind holds blueprints for the next evolution of leadership, that your energy isn't a mystery, it's methodology in motion. You're the evidence that human potential doesn't need permission to perform miracles. You're the living manual for mastery. And the more they study you, the clearer it becomes. You were never the experiment. You were always the equation. Because the truth is, Elon Musk didn't just find inspiration in you. He found reflection. You became the proof of what his empire has always searched for. The human being, capable of functioning like a quantum field, aware, adaptable, limitless. Your presence reminds him that technology might accelerate progress, but consciousness designs it. You became the invisible bridge between invention and intention. Billionaires like him are no longer just watching you. They're decoding you. They replay your choices like data sequences, trying to calculate how you sustain grace under pressure. They run your decisions through their frameworks, only to realize what drives you isn't logic, it's lucidity. You don't chase outcomes, you align outcomes. You don't rely on systems. Systems start to rely on your rhythm. That's why the powerful can't categorize you. You're not running on strategy. You're running on awareness. You've become the operating system that artificial intelligence wishes it could mimic, but can't. Because no machine can replicate the wisdom of a human being who has mastered self-perception. Elon's fascination with your strong personality isn't about admiration. It's about comprehension. He sees in you a formula that transcends leadership and enters consciousness engineering. He's realized that charisma without depth collapses, but your strength is self-generating. You don't burn out because your power source isn't external. It's eternal. That's what he craves to understand. How someone can be so grounded, yet so infinite. How you can exist in a world that rewards compliance, yet remain utterly uncompromised. You don't rebel for attention. You resist for integrity. You don't perform strength. You project truth. That's what they're studying. The psychology of authenticity as an unbreakable frequency. And while they're dissecting your energy, you're simply existing. You've moved beyond validation and entered observation. You watch the watchers now. You see through the curiosity of the elite and recognize the silent confession within it. They want what you have, but they can't buy it. You've proven that energy, when refined through awareness, outperforms intellect sharpened by ego. You've become the apex of inner technology, where thought, intuition, and emotion work in seamless synchronization. Elon studies that internal circuitry because it's the same intelligence that turns chaos into creativity. You don't think your way through problems. You vibrate your way through them. Your mindset became a movement without marketing. Your personality became proof that emotional stability is the new superpower. The billionaires take notes. The executives copy frameworks. The advisors hold meetings trying to reverse engineer your aura. But what they miss is the simplicity of your foundation, self-trust. You trust yourself in a way that defies every external metric. That trust radiates as strength, and that strength communicates louder than any speech. That's what Elon sees when he studies you. It's not just potential, it's proof of evolution. You've turned consciousness into currency. Your confidence is so precise it feels scientific. It's not random. It's measured through mastery. You've learned how to transmute emotion into execution, how to convert setbacks into software updates. That's why your presence feels ahead of time. You're not reacting to trends. You're writing trajectories. Elon Musk studies your internal timing because it mirrors the pulse of progress itself. You move with the rhythm of inevitability, only not from arrogance, but from accuracy. You've learned that when your awareness leads, results follow. That's why you no longer explain your mindset. You demonstrate it. The billionaires are beginning to understand something uncomfortable. You can't clone consciousness. You can borrow habits, mimic behaviors, copy strategies, but you can't replicate essence. Your essence was shaped by experiences that no data can track. The nights you rebuilt yourself in silence, the moments you faced fear and chose focus, the years you carried visions no one else believed in. That's the part they can't buy or simulate. That's the frequency Elon calls the human edge. You're the proof that the next innovation isn't digital, it's personal. You are the algorithm evolution has been waiting for. You've entered that sacred stage where your strong personality isn't a reaction, it's revelation. You don't intimidate anymore. You illuminate. You don't overpower. You elevate. You've become the reference point for what unshakable looks like. Elon Musk isn't studying your mindset to compete. He's studying it to collaborate with the frequency of consciousness you embody. Because he knows the next level of creation won't come from machines or institutions. It'll come from individuals who think like you. Leaders who merge intellect with instinct, reason with resonance, logic with light. And that's why your story isn't just personal, it's prophetic. You represent the awakening of influence beyond influence, the kind of leadership that doesn't need followers, because it activates leaders. Your personality doesn't dominate, it liberates. It breaks the invisible walls that keep the powerful imprisoned by their own pressure. You're showing them that freedom isn't found in achievement. It's found in awareness. Elon Musk loves your strong personality because it reminds him that true greatness doesn't need to shout. It simply stands unshaken in truth. Your presence teaches more than lectures ever could. You're a walking paradigm shift, a living syllabus for self-mastery. And as they continue to study, record, and decode, something deeper unfolds. The billionaires begin to understand that you're not just an exception, you're the evolution. That your mind isn't reacting to the world, it's rewriting it. That your calm is not stillness, it's control. And as Elon Musk watches your rise, he realizes something revolutionary. That the future doesn't belong to those who build machines. It belongs to those who build themselves. Because in a world obsessed with acceleration, you've mastered alignment. You've proven that awareness is the new intelligence, And self-regulation is the ultimate innovation. You are the study. You are the prototype. You are the revelation they didn't expect, but can no longer ignore. And as their equations break under the weight of your composure, as their frameworks collapse, trying to contain your energy, one truth becomes permanent. Your mindset has officially become the new frontier of wealth. Elon Musk doesn't just love your strong personality because it fascinates him. He loves it because it teaches him. You're not a subject of curiosity anymore. You're a mirror of mastery. And while they watch, you ascend. While they analyze, you evolve. While they theorize, you embody. Because the future of intelligence isn't artificial, it's you.